Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Wanted to throw this video at you. My scrapper just called and said, can I drop off a snapper mower? He said it's a commercial unit. He said, oh, it looks pretty good. I think it's worth at least 20. And I told him to bring it by. I said, did it have a bag? He said, no, but it has a drink holder, he said. And then sure than shit, it does have a drink holder. So look at this thing. It's the most complicated piece of equipment I've seen. Look at all this nonsense. So this happens to be a 2014, and I know these commercial units hold their value. He said he was able to fire it off. I think he used starter fluid. So the whole package deal, I paid 40. I gave 20 for this. This yard machine is a basket case. This came right out of a barn. February of 2010 is the production date on this yard machine. I'll show you the fuel tank. I just looked at the fuel tank just to get an idea. And we got rusty water. So this thing's going to be a challenge. But I'll still plow through. I have some spare tanks. I like these old Pulsa styles. For such an old unit, it doesn't look terribly bad. There is some rust back there. And this blower for 10, I just thought I'd give it a try. It looks like it's a newer blower. So for 10, I thought, what the heck, even though I don't like 2-cycle stuff. So 3 for 40. This is definitely a double turd on this yard machine. I should have brought out the turds for this thing. I'll be surprised to see how this looks once it's washed off, degreased. Let's get back to the 2014 snapper with the Honda GX-V 160. So I'm going to remove the air filter and give it a shot like he did. This thing might be a diamond in the rough. Commercial unit. Usually, if this was from a landscaping company, the owner or one of the workers usually has small engine skills and they're able to keep the equipment going. Maybe this thing has catastrophic damage, although it doesn't look like it's been abused. So let's start looking this over. It's got fuel in it. Maybe a little stale on the fuel. So let's see what we got to do for this. Okay, I see. It's got a shut-off valve here next to the carb, like the Honda motorcycles. And it is on the on position. So getting fuel was not an issue. It does show the fuel valve is on. Kind of dirty on the filter. I'm going to give it a real good shot just because it's got a lot of plastic that this thing's got to go past to get into the carb. Let me pull on it now. I got to figure out how the controls work. I think there's a choke lever up here, but it's not marked very good. I'd have to do some research to figure out how to set this thing up to start. The safety brake may be dragging. Okay, I'm kind of trying to eyeball this thing. I'll put the throttle in the middle, and what else? Safety brake may be an issue. Feels like it's dragging. I didn't leave you. I just was trying to figure out how to get this thing in gear. I'm going to have to do some research. I think this is speed control. Something's grinding. Wow, I didn't think it was going to start. That was kind of crazy. So I don't know what this deal is all about. It seems like I put it in gear. This kind of slid over. It looks like there's some sort of disc clutch here. I got to figure out how this thing works. Totally complicated. I went to engage the speed here and it started clanking. You got rabbit speed and then turtle here. If you go to rabbit, that's rabbit. And that's turtle. And then this lever does something. This takes tension off of the belt. This moves the idler here on the belt, which in turn drives the gearbox. So I don't know, too complicated, but I'm surprised it started. Heck, for 20 bucks. I got to do some research. So what do you think? Maybe it needs a transmission, and that wouldn't be good because this thing is heavy. Getting it out of his truck, this took both of us everything we had to move this over the side of the bed of the truck. This thing is super heavy. Anyway, let me know what you think. 2014 Snapper. Let me see if I can get model number. It's the model 7800849-02. 7800849-02. Assembled in USA. The Honda sticker here says conforms to 2014 EPA regulations. That's why I told you initially 2014, because of the Honda sticker. So that's that. This 2010 will be the real challenge on this thing. But I have the diaphragm kits, feeling the air filter, and it's just dried up foam that just crumbled in my hand. Rusty. Kind of rusty under here. You know you're in for a project when it looks like orange juice right at the beginning. Okay, that's all I got for you, kids and cadets. It's starting to get dark. Appreciate you coming out, checking out these three goodies for 40, 20 for the snapper, which I think you'll agree seems to be a good deal so far. We're going to find out. If it needs a transmission and the transmission's 150 bucks, then my good $20 deal just went down the toilet. Anyway, tip your waitress and wait staff. They do an awesome job. They appreciate your generosity. Come back and see me. Maybe we'll do a little more research on this snapper commercial high vac machine. I got to figure out what all those levers do. Maybe somebody's got a video out there. Maybe I can find a an old advertisement video from Snapper with Larry the landscaper doing a little cutting with this thing so I can figure out how to get it to work. Have a great day. Thanks again.